It's all in my community tabs on Jose Sanders Journeys. And then he says, I owe him money. I owe him money. But look. Oh, wait, it's not even... I gotta add that. Look. Look. Don't send us money. Yesterday, last night, that motherfucker said I owed him money. So when I try to send him money, he said, this is in September. Thank you, brother. Don't send us money. He tried to make me look bad. The player just got played, bro. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna watch that shit. Look, he's guilty. Guilty, 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 guilty. Oh. Here, hold up. Here. Watch this.
Lucky for you, nothing keeps you connected like AT&T 5G. Is that fast? Oh yeah, it's fast. Reliable. Definitely is. Secure. Oh yeah, it's secure. Love it.
It's not complicated. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure.
Fucking commercials, man.
Jurors were shown a key piece of evidence today in Kyle Rittenhouse's murder trial. It's footage of a man named Joseph Rosenbaum chasing Rittenhouse and throwing a plastic bag at him. Then moments later, Rittenhouse shoots and kills him. When people in the crowd pursue Rittenhouse, he shoots two of them, killing one. Let's look at this. Here's the video frozen just before he throws that bag. There's Rittenhouse on the left side running away, and Rosenbaum holding the bag with his arm raised. See there? Rittenhouse did not fire the first shot you're about to hear. That was fired into the air by another protester. But he did fire the four that you hear after. Here we go.
We got a gun, baby. Shot him.
Rittenhouse's lawyers say that first shot made their client think he was under attack. It's a critical piece of evidence when the central question in the whole trial is whether Rittenhouse was acting in self-defense. Gabe Gutierrez is covering the trial. Gabe?
Chef, there was a wealth of video that captured the chaos on the night of the shooting. Footage played in court today also showed Joseph Rosenbaum lying on the ground as frantic bystanders surrounded him to help. Rosenbaum was the first of three people that Rittenhouse shot. And today, Rittenhouse glanced downward and stared at the desk in front of him as the videos were played. A police detective testified that Rittenhouse seemed to suffer only minor injuries. He turned himself in near his home in Illinois hours after the shooting. And Shep, as you mentioned, the key question, who started this fight? Was it Rittenhouse, who prosecutors say was drawn to chaos, and they've tried to paint him as a young vigilante in way over his head, or was it the men he shot who gave chase and tried to attack him? Rittenhouse's lawyers say this was clearly self-defense. We're still in the early stages of the prosecution's case, and Rittenhouse faces 6 charges, including first-degree intentional homicide. If convicted of that charge, he could face a life sentence. And soon, we may hear directly from the man Rittenhouse shot who survived. Rittenhouse's lawyers say he himself will testify later in this trial, which is expected to last at least 2 weeks, Shep.
Guilty. Guilty. You can never assume that the person chasing you shot the fire. Shot the first. Nah, hey. Bruh, plain as day, bruh. Rittenhouse was like, he's fucked. He was trying to show no emotions on that one. Intentional homicide. Murder, yeah, fuck yeah. Get him on that. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Hell yeah. I think he should be tried and kept in jail for life. See, if he gets away with it, do you think he'll murder again? That's the thing about it. Fuck yeah, I hope he does. If it was you and I, we'll get the books thrown at us. If it was you and I, we would definitely get the books thrown at us. No questions asked. He can't plead not guilty. He can't even freaking run away from this situation. I mean, he was plain as day. Hell, I'll show you another fucking video that I actually saw. It was a documentary of it. Let's go. There we go, right here.
When you go into a protest or a march in a medical capacity, you're essentially waiving that luxury to be able to pick a side because, ethically speaking, you're there to treat everybody.
Like Nathan P. Grosskreutz decided to come armed with a handgun.
Because that's my right. Simple as that.
He'll later be shot by Kyle Rittenhouse after drawing his gun and trying to stop him.
Park is closed.
It was going the direction we wanted it to go.
To the unlawful assembly.
Law enforcement has one clear plan on this night.
We're not going to let the city of Kenosha burn because you want to, in the late evening hours, start destroying stuff.
You guys the fuck up.
Right.
So that's why I'm trying to push everybody on and move fast.
One of the militia members claimed that a police officer
Police towards them. Minutes after encountering the officers, Rittenhouse explains to a reporter from the Daily Caller why he thinks he belongs in Kenosha.
Our job is to protect this business, and part of my job is to also help people. If there's somebody hurt, I'm running into harm's way. That's why I have my rifle.
It's about 15 minutes until he'll...
Here we go. This is the scene where,
Rittenhouse
the
walks
news
towards
played,
a parking
watch
lot
this.
where cars are being vandalized. He passes Joseph Rosenbaum, who was fighting with the armed men at the gas station earlier. Rosenbaum now starts chasing Rittenhouse and throws a plastic bag that holds his belongings from the hospital. Close behind them, a man holds up a handgun and fires it. We don't know why. Then Rosenbaum lunges towards Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse fires 4 times.
Had I been in his shoes getting chased and then I heard a gunshot, I can't say that I would have done anything differently.
Rosenbaum, who's been hit, falls to the ground. There are 3 more shots from someone else in the parking lot.
Oh shit. We got shots fired, guys. We got shots fired. Pop, 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 pop. And I was like, oh, so they are really shooting. I gotta find some cover. Oh man, maybe they really are really just trying to kill people. And if
So, so you in the concealed weapon permit, you cannot absolutely fire upon what you think is the perpetrator at all. And also, Nikki, the police can encourage you to shoot a intruder for one reason. To get you hemmed up. You cannot absolutely shoot anybody that breaks into your house. That does not give you the cause for self-defense. The perpetrator has to shoot at you, meaning cause bodily harm. Meaning if you were a direct hit from the perpetrator, then you can actually fire upon and use self-defense. Being hit by a skateboard is technically not self-defense and probable reasons to fire your weapon. Unfortunately, the gun laws are fucked in the ass. It's weird. Don't know why, but human nature is not compatible to the letter of the law. I used to have a concealed weapon. I don't have those because it's easy to get yourself a felony. Like, say for instance, you know, everybody saw that I got beat up. There's pictures of me because I had a YouTube channel to run. So, say if the perpetrator was beating me and I had the gun at the time, and I shot him, I will be tried for murder. If the guy would have ended up dying. No ifs and buts or what's about it. Because that didn't give me the right to kill a guy because he was beating the fuck out of me. He didn't use a dangerous weapon. Now, when we see law enforcement using deadly force, it draws a confliction. It draws, like, why can the police use deadly force on a harmless suspect? Because they used the quote, officer was on duty. They should do away with that. An officer should be held with the same diligence of a normal citizen like you and I. That's how I feel. I feel there needs to be justification and ramification for the police department for shooting a non-violent person. Yes, that non-violent person might have some conflicts, meaning he might throw a knife. A knife to a gun battle is not legible to shoot in my eyes. Like I said, with law enforcement shooting non-violent perpetrators is a conflict. We just go off of saying an officer's shooting someone without a gun. So if we're getting attacked, we can do what the officer does. That is not the case. Kyle Rittenhouse, whatever his name, might have thought that. Might have thought, oh, if the police can do it, I can do it. Not the case. Because they're going to use the words, officer was on duty, to justify the reason for shooting a non-lethal or non-armed person. In some states, it is against the law to be a vigilante. In some states. Hold on, I can't see that. Fuck. Non-violent, you know what violent means? Bringing a gun anywhere is just smart, especially when the town is burning down. Well, the thing is, when the whole protesters don't have a weapon of that caliber, or a caliber that is equivalent of that, is an unfair justice maneuver. It's unfair, and that's what they're fighting against in court. He brought a weapon that could fucking stop an elephant. That's why they're fighting so hard about it in court. Like, nobody there that was protesting had weapons of equivalent caliber. Now, he may end up getting acquitted because of the piss poor prosecution that's going on in the eye of the public. The judge is already astonished on how piss poor the prosecution is. What up, Nova? Yo, I was coming down the hill from, when you're on the 15 coming from St. George. I saw a Nova, SS Nova, red and, was it orange and white striped SS Nova. And I was like, yo, what's up? But I thought of you, but it was a pretty nice little red and white car, or orange and white car. I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a nice little SS Nova. The driver was like, yeah, here in Vegas, they don't play with that shit anymore. Speeders. But yeah, I highly doubt that Rittenhouse is gonna get away scot-free, but he might get on lesser charges, because they're already calling for mistrials and shit like that. Yeah, that was that right there, yeah. Yep. Don't get blatant with me. That motherfucker was fucking yelling. Judge said he's a dinosaur when it comes to technology. Dinosaur! Well. You know, I'm all about guns, but the thing was, I'm sure that gun wasn't registered to him. I'm sure that he wasn't of age to cross state lines, and I am definitely sure it is a felony of some sort, meaning might be a misdemeanor, might be a felony to cross state lines with an unregistered weapon. In Wisconsin, I believe it was, his home state, it's against the law for him to possess a weapon of that caliber or any caliber of equalizations as a minor. Yeah, because I think he was in a mental ward. Yep. Yeah, because Kyle was underage. He was 17 at the time. Yeah. Yep. Man, Uncle had an argument. We were disputing against on the we talked about this, and I'm like, bruh, and I showed him the video of what happened. He said, well, that changed my mind. I just showed you the video. You cannot shoot a person unless you know the first fire came from that guy. You cannot do that. You can't. And you saw, you know, that's the reason why people get in trouble. Nikki, I hope you see that video. So, like, it's kind of hard to express. You cannot get the you cannot get a weapon in soul aspects of shooting a person that steps on your property. You have to have probable cause that he or she is going to shoot. Even if someone brandishes a gun, okay, even if someone brandishes a gun at you, you cannot shoot them unless they hit you with their bullet. That's how the law of guns were written. He or she has to fire at you. They can fire at you all day long, but if they didn't penetrate you, you cannot shoot them. That's how the gun laws are written. Huh, I bet so. Oh my God, smart ass. That's why kids need squirt guns like Rodney. No. You cannot. That has already been proven in the courts. A law officer can do that, but you and I can't. Gun laws are totally for the fucking criminals. I can't name it off my head, but I can fucking try to research it. Okay. If you want to fucking prove me wrong, I'll stand by it. I'll stand by it if you prove me wrong. Damn, I'm down to 57%. Now, a cop will tell you different, but when it comes to the court, the courts tell you extremely different. It would be common knowledge, a common human thing to do if someone brandishes a gun at you and you feel like they're going to kill you with it, and you have fire or caliber that's equivalent to stopping it before he does. That's human nature, is to eliminate danger before it happens. That's human nature. We're hardwired. It's nothing that we were taught. It's it's built in us automatically to stop the danger before it happens. And that's why we have laws that conflicts our human nature to neutralize danger. We're supposed to believe in the system. We're supposed to believe in the law to protect us. But there aren't laws at that given time of danger. So we have to humanly possibly neutralize something that is fixing to happen to an individual. You know, in some cases, we get penalized for doing what human nature tells us to do in times of that situation. You know, like, Kyle might have been in some type of danger, but it wasn't enough danger to produce a weapon to fire. Yes, there were gunshots in the area, but it wasn't directed towards him. That's why they're trying to prosecute him. But none of them, except the one guy that came with a gun, had intimate reasons to fire at. Now, the guy with the gun, I see that gives a reason to shoot. You're already on the ground, you have no escape routes, and your only option is to neutralize the situation. The guy with the gun, with the pistol, yeah, I believe that he had every right to shoot him. I believe, because he was already on the ground. He's pinned to the ground. He had no getaway options, and I believe that he did what was humanly possible. I'm not going to take that away. If you're to the ground already, if you trip to the ground and you're faced with the only option is to neutralize them, I believe that's correct. I would have done the same thing if I was on the ground already and some guy produced a gun. I would have done the same thing. Now, for the guy in the red shirt, he's on his own. He's on his own. end of the day, the grand scheme of things, Kyle's guilty straight across the board. For one thing, minor in possession of an illegal weapon. Well, it's not illegal, but it's illegal for him. Straight across the board, he is guilty straight across the board. For one, he should have never been there. 2, possession of a weapon as a minor. 2, unlawful assembly. 2, unlawful fire upon a civilian. That's like 4 right there off the bat. Oh yeah, J-Rockin'. What up there, Jay? Who brings a gun to protest? Right? Hell yeah. Well, guys, it was a lovely chat. Lovely, interesting deal. I'm gonna get my day started, and I'll get back to you later on tonight. Hopefully everything gets situated with me and my special guests. We're gonna do some vloggings, some fun, interesting things in Vegas. Hopefully. If not, we can still create our own garbage. Garbage! That's right! All you do is garbage! Jose! Your content is garbage! Alright, well guys. Oh yeah, I'll definitely get some booze whenever I get some money in my pocket. Hold on. But anyway, I'm gonna get my day started. I'll talk to y'all probably later on tonight, later on this evening, or when I'm waiting for my special guest, because I told him I'd be here. If not, if he ain't here by 3, I'm gonna head towards Vegas, and then go south towards Kingman, and then go down towards Buckeye, Phoenix area. I'll go where the warmth is. Oh, yesterday it was like 70 degrees, 74. Fuck yeah, it was nice and warm. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to annoy him to get out and do some IRLing with OG. Now, Keith, go to his channel. His channel's I think it's Sir Majestic Lion. In Spanish chat. Tell him I'm here. But anyway, I'm out.